Good day everyone, and to our professor, Sir Bart Bartolome, and to our ST, Ma'am Kate Bautista. This is my session plan. The sector is garments, qualification title, fashion design apparel, NC3, unit of competency, supervised garment prototype, preparation and mass production. Module title, supervising garment prototype preparation and mass production. Learning outcomes. Learning Outcomes 1, oversee prototype preparation. Learning Outcomes 2, oversee mass production of garment. Learning Outcomes 3, monitor progress of production. Learning Outcomes 4, resolve production problems. Introduction. This, u- this unit covers the outcomes required in supervising the preparation of garment prototypes and mass production of the client-approved garment. Learning activities. Learning Outcomes 1, oversee prototype preparation. Learning Content 1, prepared specification sheet. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, discussion, video viewing. Presentation, read information sheet 1.1-1, prepared specification sheet. Discuss prepared specification sheet. Viewing the video. Practice, answer self-check 1.1-1. Feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 1.1-1. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time, 1 hour. Learning content 2, preparation and cutting of patterns and detailed drawings. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, demonstration, and video viewing. Presentation, read information sheet 1.1-2, preparation and cutting of patterns and detailed drawings. Demonstrate preparation and cutting of patterns and detailed drawings. Next is viewing the video. Practice, answer self-check 1.1-2. Feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 1.1-2. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Learning Content 3, OHS practices and accepted garment assembly techniques. Presentation, self-paced learning, lecture, and discussion. Practice, read information sheet 1.1-3, OHS practices and accepted garment assembly, teaching techniques. Discuss OHS practices and accepted garment assembly techniques. Practice, answer self-check 1.1-3. Feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 1.1-3. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. The time is 1 hour. Learning Content 4, assembly issues. Presentation, lecture, and discussion. Methods, lecture, and discussion. Presentation, read information sheet 1.1-4, assembly issues. Discuss assembly issues. Practice, answer self-check 1.1-4. Feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 1.1-4. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 1 hour. Learning Content 5, finish prototype. Methods, lecture, and discussion. Practice, read information sheet 1. Presentation, read information sheet 1.1-5. Finish prototype. Discuss finish prototype. Practice, answer self-check 1.1-5. Feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 1.1-5. Resources: module, mobile phone, video, internet, and Google. The time is 1 hour. Learning content 6. Concerned personnel. Methods, lecture, and discussion. Presentation. Read information sheet 1.1-6.
Presentation.
Concerned
Read
personnel.
information sheet 1.1-4.
Discuss concerned personnel. Prese- Practice. Answer self-check 1.1-6. Feedback. Evaluate the answer to answer key 1.1-6. Resources. Module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 1 hour. Learning content 7. Quality and impact of altered finished garment. Methods, lecture, demonstration, video viewing. Presentation, read information sheet 1.1-7, quality and impact of altered finished garment. Demonstrate quality and impact of altered finished garment. Viewing the video. Practice, answer self-check 1.1-7. Feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 1.1-7. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 1 hour. Learning content 8. Approval of garment prototype. Methods, lecture, and discussion. Presentation, read information sheet 1.1-8. Approval of garment prototype. Practice, answer self-check 1.1-8. Feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 1.1-8. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. And the time is 1 hour. Learning outcomes 2. Oversee mass production of garment. Learning content 1. Revise specification sheets. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, and discussion. Presentation. Read information sheet 2.2-1. Revise specification sheets. Discuss revise specification sheets. Practice. Answer self-check 2.2-1. Feedback. Evaluate the answer to answer key 2.2-1. Resources. Module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 1 hour. Learning content 2. Workflow. Methods. Self-paced learning, lecture, and discussion. Presentation. Read information sheet 2.2-2 workflow. Discuss workflow. Practice. Answer self-check 2.2-2. Feedback. Evaluate the answer to answer key 2.2-2. Resources. Module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. And the time is 2 hours. Learning content 3. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, and discussion. Presentation, lead information sheet, production personnel. Discuss production personnel. Practice, answer self-check 2.2-3. Feedback, evaluate the answers to answer key 2.2-3. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 1 hour. Work instructions. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, and discussion. Presentation, read information sheet 2.2-4, work instructions. Discuss work instructions. Practice, answer subject 2.2-4. Feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 2.2-4. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. The time is 1 hour. Learning content 5, distribution of materials to unit heads. Methods, answer Method, self-paced learning, lecture, and discussion. Presentation, read information sheet 2.2-5. Distribution of materials to unit heads. Discuss distribution of materials to unit heads. Practice, answer subject 2.2-5. Evaluate, ay, feedback, evaluate the answer to answer key 2.2-5. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 1 hour. Learning outcomes 3. Monitor progress of production. Learning content. Ongoing communication with team members. Methods. Self-paced learning. Lecture and demonstration. Presentation. Read information sheet 3.3-1. Ongoing communication with team members. Demonstrate ongoing communication with team members. Practice. Answer subject 3.3-1. Feedback. Evaluate the answers to answer key 3.3-1. Resources. Module, mobile phone, and internet and Google. Time is 2 hours. Learning content 2. Quality assurance practices. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, demonstration, and video viewing. Presentation, read information sheet 3.3-2, quality assurance practices. Demonstrate quality assurance practices and viewing the video. Practice, answer subject 3.3-2. Feedback, evaluate the answers to answer key 3.3-2. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 2 hours. Learning content 3. Changes in production procedures. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, and discussion. Presentation, read information sheet 3.3-3, changes in production procedures. Discuss changes in production procedures. Practice, answer subject 3.3-3. Evaluate the answers to answer key 3.3-3. Resources, module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. Time is 1 hour. Learning content 4. Production activities. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, and monitored. Presentation, read information sheet 3.3-4. Production activities. Monitor production activities. Practice. Answer subject 3.3-4. Feedback. Evaluate the answers to answer key 3.3-4. Resources. Module, mobile phone, internet, and Google. And the time is 1 hour. Learning outcomes 4. Resolve production problems. Learning content 1. Methods to solve process of workflow problems. Methods. Self-paced learning. Lecture and discussion. Presentation. Read information sheet 4.1-4. Methods to solve process or workflow problems. Practice. Answer subject 4.4-1. Evaluate the answers to answer key 4.4-1. Resources. Module, laptop, mobile phone, and Google. Time is 2 hours. Learning content 2. Knowledge of process improvement and efficient production techniques, systems. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, and identification. Presentation, read information sheet 4.4-2, knowledge of process improvement and efficient production techniques or systems. Identify knowledge of process improvement and efficient production techniques or systems. Practice answer subject 4.4-2. Evaluate the answers to answer key 4.4-2. Resources, module, laptop, mobile phone, and Google. And the time is 1 hour. Learning content number 3. Preferred option to resolve problem. Self-paced learning. Method, self-paced learning. Lecture, recommended. Presentation, read information sheet 4.4-3. Preferred option to resolve problem. Recommend preferred option to resolve problem. Practice, answer subject 4.4-3. Feedbacks, evaluate the answers to answer key 4.4-3. Resources, module, laptop, mobile phone, and Google. And the time is 1 hour. Learning content 4. Implementation of recommend problems resolution option. Methods, self-paced learning, lecture, and facilitated. Presentation, read information sheet 4.4 implementation of recommended problem resolution option. Facilitate implementation of recommended problem resolution option. Practice, answer self-check 4.4-4. Feedbacks, evaluate the answer to answer key 4.4-4. Resources, module, laptop, mobile phone, and Google. And the time is 1 hour. Assessment plan, written test, observation, and demonstration. And the last is teacher self-reflection of the session. After completing the session, the student trainees must be identified what well and what can be improved for future meetings. It's important to note any challenges or success you experience when managing the production and mass production of clothing samples. By doing so, it can changes and improvements in the future to ensure the success of the process. That's all. Thank you.